Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. Website at the bottom is llewellyn.com. There's a couple other social media links. Feel free to check that out if you would like to. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. There are some websites on the back here. Feel free to freeze frame if you want to check any of that out. There's also Colette's website. You can see at the end of the paragraph next to her picture. A couple other social media websites on there too if you want to check those out. And last but not least, about the illustrator, this is Jenna. There's the information. Feel free to freeze frame and read through whatever you might want to if you want to. What do we have for Aquarius? A hidden success. What does that mean? A hidden success. We can do one on each side. Okay. Oh, you're going to figure it out. What does that mean? I feel very like saucy with this. Very sassy, saucy. Kind of like, oh, you go figure it out. Somebody's been hiding stuff. So somebody's been putting a lot of effort into hiding something. A lot of effort. It's very interesting. I'm an intuitive reader. So usually the Eight of Swords is a trap card, right? But I'm getting like somebody's been blocking or like redirecting communication, redirecting information. They've been kind of staying hidden around a situation. Like it's almost like, it's almost like a kid. They want to go grab some cookies out of the cookie jar, so they're letting the dog out the back door, and they're throwing something out the window at somebody so that they don't know that they're the one that threw it, but they're making like some kid cry. So you're off like why is the dog? What's the kid? What's going on? Meanwhile, they're running in and they're snatching some cookies before you know and taking them up and hiding them in their bedroom so they can munch on them when they want to. It's kind of like that energy. It's a little complicated, but there's a lot of distraction tactics. It took me that long to get to that. A lot of distraction tactics. All right, there's a lot of confusion here. I gotta bring this energy down because it's a lot. I feel like it's just like snowballing. It's everywhere. Somebody's a mess. Whoever's doing this, they are a mess anyway. So, this is their way of life. This is how they get away with what they get away with. They're a mess. So it's hard for people to see what they're actually doing because they're a mess anyway. They're a mess. They're a mess. Take it with a grain of salt. So, you've been working with this energy. I don't think you've been taking it too seriously, though. Kind of like it's like a puzzle that it's like, I don't even know if I want to bother. It reminds me of like a 1,500 piece puzzle. It's kind of like, all right, it's a pretty picture, I guess, but I don't think I want to mess with that. Like it takes too much time, and I don't want to do it. I just feel like I don't want to do it. Not that it wouldn't be fun, but or whatever. I don't know. I don't even want to start it. Is what I keep looking at it. And I feel like other people get along with this person. I kind of know what's going on, but I don't really know what's going on. 10 of Cups with the Moon card on its side, which is telling me there is some mystery around this person. I just don't think it's that in-depth. I don't think it's worth figuring out. It's a puzzle, and I know there's some puzzle pieces there, but I'm like, I don't think it's worth figuring it out. So it's almost like it's a puzzle, but it's like you're not realizing it's a magic eye puzzle also. It's like if you put it together, there's also a magic eye image in it too, which makes it more alluring in my opinion. Or a 3D puzzle. I like 3D puzzles. I'm a dork like that, but I do like 3D puzzles. You just didn't take it that seriously, and there was no reason for it. And you're like, I got a lot of other things going on. I don't need to be a part of that. So there's other things you were handling, so you just stayed out of this. It's fine. I don't see any problem with that. So what are you figuring out? Oh, your card was face down. This fell out of the deck and I just left it on the table. It was your card. And you got success right next to it. You're going to start really like going, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's like so and so is a mess, yeah. And I'm noticing there's a lot of problems, and so seems to be in the area every time one of these problems happens. They're not directly connected, but they're around. They're around. Every time one of these problems happens, they are around. What's the deal with that? You're starting to put it together like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, why, what? Wait a minute. There's something else to figure out here. And I feel like when you first start figuring it out, you are not happy. Mostly because you're like, I didn't take that person seriously, but maybe this person is more of a problem than I really thought they were capable of being. Maybe I did misjudge them. I feel like it's one of those things, like, maybe I misjudged them. Now, it's obvious. To me, I feel like Aquarians know you're smart. I feel like, I mean, most of you do. It's just very rare that you wouldn't. And you're kind of like, And it might kind of burn your biscuits a little bit, kind of like, this one kind of started to slip by me there. Maybe it slipped by for a little while, and I don't like that. So let me look a little closer to this. So the reason I'm highlighting your intelligence is because you got the Queen of Swords coming in. But I just, personally, I don't feel the Queen of Swords as a negative energy. Some people always read her as a negative energy. I do not. Highly intelligent, very controlled, very much like if she wants to be mean, she'll make her point, but she has purpose behind it. If she wants to be nice, she will, and she'll have purpose behind it. Very, very talented communicator. Very knows when to say what. If she has to be a little bit more gruff to get the point across or get what she needs, then she will do so. But I feel like I'm trying to get close to this energy that seems very happy with themselves, and it's that they're not. That they don't think you have any clue about what's going on. They're flying under the radar, and they feel like they're doing it successfully with you. And the thing is, maybe for a while they were. And I feel like you're using this very gentle energy with them. Highly of compassion, is that what it is? Love and compassion. You're being very nice to them, but I feel like you're warming up to them, and you're trying to find out more about what's going on with them and what they know and what's going on. Aquarius is excellent at reading between the lines. They don't have to flat out tell you what they did for you to figure out what they did. You can piece together the puzzle all on your own. And again, this was a puzzle where you're like, I don't think I really want to bother with it. You're seeing more depth to this. You're like, I just thought this was a flat, boring puzzle. Turns out there's a lot more depth to it than I thought. You put it together, it's a magic eye puzzle, and there's a lot more going on here. And it's not only that, but then it also leads you to, gives you maybe there's a riddle. It's not only a magic eye puzzle, but it's a riddle one at that you get to figure out the riddle. So it's got a lot of depth to here that I wasn't even considering it being possible to have. So okay, there's a lot of like restrictions with this situation. A lot of restrictions. Like, what's with the restrictions? There's a lot of restriction here. Not that you can't work around that, but you're going to find connections here that people don't want you to find. Okay, so exactly how is this? Let me just pick it up. People use this person to their advantage. Other people use this person to their advantage. Knowingly or not, I don't know. It depends on your situation, but other people do definitely. It's kind of like, when you invite the cranky relative to a party just because you don't want to deal with something. So you're like, if the cranky relative is there and the relative causes enough commotion, people will be more dealing with that than me having to field questions about something I don't want to talk about. It's kind of almost like that type energy, if that makes sense. You're going to figure that out. This seems like it happens all the time with that. When you first get the information, you're going to have to keep it to yourself. I don't think I have to tell you that. I feel like you're going to know why you need to do that. You're definitely going to get the big picture. Is that what this is? Yeah, the Eagle King. You're going to see it from all of these angles. But, like, this person, I don't know what to say about them, but they're more of a problem than you thought. but it's also the connections they have. Like, okay, there's been a lot going on here that I don't know how I missed it. I keep looking at it like, I don't know how I missed that. It's very interesting. Do you like it? I don't know about that. But there's a lot of like hidden doors here, is the best way I can put it. It's kind of like these connections I didn't... It's almost like when people are friends outside of work, but you never see them around each other at work. You had no idea that these people had a connection. There's nothing on social media. There's nothing like, even if there's like a social events for the company or whatever, they don't go anywhere near each other during those events. It's one of those things. Where's your outcome? Okay. This is gonna like put you in a position to make a decision. Okay, so when I see this, I'm getting a decision for you. It could be you walking out of the situation or wanting to. Possibly, I'm not really feeling that, but I'm getting like, it's going to put you in a position to make a decision on what you want to do with this information. I didn't mean to rhyme it both times, but I did. Okay, what's your outcome? Ooh, the Emperor. The Six of Pentacles, half in, half out. And the Emperor is about truth, but they're not nice about it. They're usually not like, I'm not going to like smooth and sweet and pretty and smiley happy about it. I'm just going to throw it at you. Here's the truth. Whoosh. Like the Emperor can easily use the truth as a weapon. And with a lot of truth coming in with this, there's conflict coming in. There's integrity, which is kind of like a truth card coming in. Is it a High Lady of Compassion? No. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Integrity. A lot of integrity. I think it says something up here about integrity. And then letting the chips fall where they may. What is this? What is this one? The Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, and Higher Knowing. I feel like where this is going, there's a lot of conflict that's bound to happen. How is this happening? There's a very strategic moment here. The Emperor is very strategic as well. I feel like, I don't know if you're going to want to, but staying in the shadows while bringing the information forward is what is optimal here. It may not sound optimal, but I feel like if people don't know that you're the one who figured it out, you'll be able to kind of like expose this whole thing. If people know it was you, you will then become the target and they will shut you down the best way they can. And so I feel like you unraveling this mystery from the shadows and helping other people find what they need to find. You even might be doing it to the point where you're helping other people find the truth without letting them know that you're the one who showed it to them in some respect. This feels very complicated to me, but I feel like for those of you this is going to hit with, the advice is to stay in the shadows and bring forth the truth from the shadows. That way you don't get targeted and people don't block you because they don't know it's you that figured it out. You might be very underestimated in this situation, by the way. How do these people see Aquarius in this situation? They don't pay attention to you that much. They don't really think of you as a threat. The Ten of Swords reversed is like they don't understand the power that you have. They don't understand how smart you are. They just don't see it. Maybe that's how you like it. Maybe that's what you want in this situation. A lot of times when it comes to air signs, I think of Gemini as being underestimated. I don't usually think of Aquarius being underestimated. It's a bad idea. Don't underestimate an Aquarius. It's a bad idea, but they did. I feel like, when the time is right, you'll move that forward as you want to, depending on what your goals are here. While this is playing out, they're advising that you stay in the shadows. If you want to make the point that they underestimated you, wait for the dust to settle. That way it doesn't go against you. If you wait for the dust to settle, easy peasy squeezy, you make your point and you move things forward wherever you want them to. I don't know. This is more about the truth coming forward and you helping the truth come forward. Are we good? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Excuse me.